So this is going to be a video about rearranging equations and how to make something the subject of the formula. Now for question 1 we have b is equal to 3 times all in brackets a plus 7, and I'm going to show you my technique and how I would approach this question. Now if you don't get anything or you're a bit confused, just let me know in the comments and I can make another video, or I can just reply, because there's going to be a few components to this, so if you don't get it straight away, it's not a big deal. Now as for this b is equal to 3 times a plus 7, I've been told before, work from the outside in. I think the best thing to do is just go with your instincts and think about what you want to do. And, you really want to think about isolating, for example, the a or the x and how you're going to do that. And I guess in some sense working from the outside in. But yeah, the more you do, the more, instinctive it's going to get and you're going to know what to do. For example, in this case, I could times the 3 and the a together and then the 3 and the 7 and then start rearranging it. But I think the easiest thing to do is divide both sides by 3, because then we're going to get rid of that 3 on the right and then we'll have a b divided by 3 on the left. Now in terms of dividing both sides or timesing both sides by something, we have a formula here that says b is equal to something. So both sides are equal, they weigh the same, they're the exact same. It's like 2 is equal to 2 or x is equal to x. So because of that you can do something to one side and then the other side and then it will still hold true. For example, if you have 5 is equal to 5 and you times both sides by 2, you'll have 10 is equal to 10. So the individual values on each side might technically change because you're doing the same thing to both sides. The equal sign still stands true. So that's why we're able to do this. And the reason I say we should divide by 3 is because we've got this 3 here times in all of a plus 7, and I want to get rid of that because it's in the way, it's messy, it's annoying. Let's try and get rid of that. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. So we've got b divided by 3 on the left, and then it's going to be equal to, obviously 3 times all a plus 7 in brackets. Then the whole thing is going to be divided by 3. Now I've done this because the 3 and the 3 will cancel out, because 3 divided by 3 is just 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. So at that point you effectively just have 1 times all in brackets a plus 7, which is just going to be a plus 7. So that's helped solve that bracket problem and gotten rid of that 3 which we didn't want there. So that literally just leaves us with b over 3 is equal to a plus 7. Now we want the a by itself. So as I said before, let's just subtract that 7 by subtracting 7 from both sides. So that's going to leave us with b over 3 minus 7 on the left, and then on the right it's going to be equal to a plus 7, because that's what we had before, and then the minus 7. Now as I said before, they cancel out because 7 minus 7 is equal to 0, so we don't need to leave the 0 in there. That's gone. So that's basically the answer to the question. I like to switch it round because b over 3 minus 7 is equal to a. This is basically the same thing as saying a is equal to b over 3 minus 7. I think it's just a clearer way to represent and show it, but that second line is technically the answer to the question. And yeah, if you have any other questions or comments, or even for another topic or even smaller components of this video, you can let me know and I'll do my best to try and reply or do another video. I don't know how quickly I can get round to it, but I'll try my best. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video and I hope it helped. Best of luck with your maths.